You're so good at starting.
Okay, here we go.
It's going in.
All right. So, welcome back to Rants and Reviews Tidbits, where we're going to give a brief discussion today of Munchkin, the Princess expansion.
Well, you say expansion, but I'm going to have to say that this is actually, what do you call it, thin seal. These are a small, like 15-card expansion in the game. Usually they do little mini things in there. Like, for instance, they did the Easter one, the Halloween-themed one, the Dragon-themed ones. They really don't change the game that much. However, that's hence why it's a tidbit and not a full review. But they do have a lot of fun and enjoyment that they throw into the game. Especially if they make more, like they did with their Christmas line. So they have like 4 or 5 different Christmas expansions. You add them together, they really basically form like a full expansion almost in the game. One of the things to note about this is there are 9 door cards and there are 6 treasure cards. In this game, you have your new monsters, which aren't too surprising. They're fairy tale themed. You've got your ugly sisters, your pretty stepsisters. You've got woodland creatures, Prince Charmless, and the 8th dwarf, all filled with a lot of good humor. You have one new curse. It's very appropriately themed for the game. And then what you also have is a new type of title you can have. Now, keep in mind this is not a race. It's not a class. It's similar to the good and bad for the Christmas editions, where you are what you are, but you're also either naughty or you're nice. But this one, you can also be a princess. And now it's good to note that not only women can be princesses. That's made very clear by the text in the bottom. So can boys. Now, just to jump in this real quick here, one of the things to note about it is it says the princess's ability is that they're self-reliant. In combat, without a helper, they get +3 per monster. Now, this is kind of a theme they're going for. They're going for kind of like an empowerment with princesses, and it's nice. I don't really think there's anything to really be upset about in that regard. It's nice to kind of try to take the marketplace of like these helpless, like female characters in these old stories and try to give them something to look up to, kind of like a role model. Like, for instance, instead of going for Sleeping Beauty, maybe going for Merida from Brave. And in that regard, they have a really fun treasure card that I really like. Frank will pull it out. It's the Go Up a Level card. But now, you don't go up a level because of something unique. You go up a level because you rescued yourself. Which is nice. It's a cute little sentiment. In fact, instead of basically having to require things like that. Now, in regards to the treasure cards, they have basically 3 items you can wear.
Which are pretty funny.
They're pretty funny. It's like a tiara that blinds you, a hoop skirt that's actually a hoop.
And as a Laker fan, I like this one a lot.
And then they have, which is very Princess Diaries of them, glass sneakers. And the abilities and effects of these cards are actually really funny, really cute, really enjoyable.
But you'll have to buy it to find out what the effects are.
Yeah, we're not going to go into every card's details. I mean, this is supposed to be a tidbit, not a full review. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
What do I think about this expansion? Well, I love more cards I can put in my Munchkin game. I do. And any chance they get to throw more in. Like, for instance, my favorite expansion was the Skull Kickers one. That had some great art and some just really just big changes to the game. Do I think that this expansion's for everybody? I don't see why you wouldn't, as a diehard Munchkin fan, want to get this expansion. But if you have this game and you play it with your family, this is a good expansion for like your kids, for your daughter, and then also to kind of just give it like a little message saying, be a princess. Who cares? Who cares about social norms? Yes, Timmy, you can be a princess. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I mean, it's a fun little bonus to the game. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's cute. I think it can definitely go in any Munchkin set without there being any real terrible ramifications for anybody.
No, definitely
not. I like it.
If you feel that there's a problem with this expansion,
then perhaps you are the problem?
Yeah, that's what I have to say. I was like, maybe you should look at a mirror. It's probably a little bit closer than you think.
Right.
I mean, and I don't mean like in your hand. I mean like your hand is part of the problem because it's part of you. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, this is. I would definitely recommend getting this. And again, you can pick up this and many other great Steve Jackson products at Steve Jackson's website, or you could go to your friendly local game store.
Which we always recommend over most of the time. Always go there typically.
To be honest, I really recommend going to Steve Jackson Games whenever you can. They have a huge amount of awesome expansions and unique Warehouse 23 exclusives that you can only get there.
Yes, that's true.
And on top of that, if you order from them, they usually slip in a promo card or a Steve Jackson coin that affects the way the Munchkin game plays and changes every month. So I would definitely recommend if you haven't ordered at least once from Steve Jackson's site that you do it.
Yes, yeah. I'm just saying. Also, when it comes to supporting your local shop, please do that as well.
Yeah, if you can find it there, I would do it. I mean, you're going to get it now, but you're going to miss out on some pretty cool exclusives. Just saying. Just saying. Go to the site.
Got it. You are just saying.
23.
What's that site again?
Warehouse23.com.
Oh,
I'll put a link down below so you can follow it there. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching Rants and Reviews Tidbits. Little tiddly bits.
Yep.
We will see you next Tuesday for our full review.
Which will be awesome.
I think.
No, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's okay. It's watchable.
It's decent.
It's decent.
Decent. We'll go decent.
It's decent. It's a
All
decent
right.
review.
See you next Decent Tuesday.
See you next Decent Tuesday.